Yeah, hey guys, good morning. I just spoke with President Trump, and following the U.S. strikes against Iran overnight and the Iranian missile attacks against U.S. forces in Bahrain, Kuwait, and Jordan, the president tells Fox News he may keep going and that he is getting closer to the targeting of Iranian power plants and bridges. He told Fox that the Iranians are tapping the U.S. along as it relates toward reaching a negotiated settlement to formally end this conflict. The president also talked more broadly about his efforts to reach that settlement, ultimately telling Fox News that they had a chance to sign a deal and survive, and they have not yet done that. What I found very interesting, though, was what the president told us about the downing of that U.S. Army Apache helicopter earlier this week. The president provided some new details into what took place. He says an Iranian drone lodged into this Apache helicopter between the two pilots, and the drone was on fire, but it didn't explode. And the helicopter was flying quite low, and within seconds, these pilots were able to bring this helicopter down into the sea. And ultimately, the president called it a miracle, because had this drone exploded, these pilots would have been killed. And we know the rescue was a first in U.S. military history. This unmanned sea drone ultimately was deployed after it was ordered by President Trump to rescue these two U.S. service members, and they are now recovering following this incident at sea. And so just a remarkable story there. But again, the president talking about the current state of play and that he is getting closer to bombing Iranian power plants and bridges because the Iranians so far have been unwilling to complete this offer and this deal presented by U.S. negotiators. We have to be measured here, though. The reality is there are two options, and ultimately there is going to be a negotiated settlement and a deal, or combat operations are going to resume. And that is a common thread that we hear not just from President Trump, but also regional officials. And we will have to wait and see what ultimately takes place. There are those efforts ongoing to reach an agreement. And a regional diplomat told Fox News earlier today that a Qatari negotiating team actually traveled to Tehran this morning in an effort to move those talks forward. And so, again, the latest information that we have following my conversation with President Trump is that he is getting closer to ordering U.S. strikes against Iranian power plants and bridges. And he says he may continue with the strikes that took place overnight after the Iranian response with missiles fired toward U.S. forces in Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan. Guys?
Trey, Brian said there's another Truth Social